There's not one guy, one person in the history of this program that's bigger than the program.
What's better than this? Guys being dudes.
Oh, what's up, and welcome into episode number 174 of the Program Guys podcast. My name is Mason Prince, joined through as always by Patrick Hertzberger and Ryan Tyson. Today is Friday, May 9th. Be sure to like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Find us on all of our social media at Program Guys with a Z on our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. That's where you can find us. We're here on a Thursday night record, and Ryan Tabitha Tyson has joined us.
You've said that before. I don't know where that came from.
It's kind of my go-to middle name for anyone.
RTT.
Ryan, you're back.
I am.
For today.
I'm back for a pop-in guest spot.
It's good to have the inner circle. That's
what did I say in the group chat? A celeb shot. I got to come in for a celeb
shot.
So I'm here. I'm excited to see y'all. I've missed y'all.
Missed you.
And excited to talk about probably. I know nothing about OU football this year. I feel like so I will jump in with my thoughts, but excited to be here and excited to talk to y'all and see y'all.
Love that
over camera.
Patrick, how you living?
Living the dream, baby. Hate the Texas Longhorns. Love the Oklahoma Sooners. Boomer.
Isn't that how we're all living? Yeah. It's a good segue, I guess. Ryan.
Yes.
Your thoughts overall on the OU football program as it stands right now. I can't remember the last time you were with us, but
it's been a while, man.
Yeah, we've had some transfers. A new transfer quarterback coming in from Mercer, who's easily going to be a good backup option, I think, immediately. You have Jaden Ott coming in.
Mm-hmm.
You have Gavin Sawchuk leaving. The Brent's seat is hot. Question mark? I feel like it still is. Where you at? Where's your head at, brother?
I think
one more thing. Jim Nagy.
Jim Nagy.
Oh yeah, I haven't been here since.
That's right.
Nagy
I don't think you were part of the Nagy crew.
I love the Nagy hire. It's just there's so much content there to farm with Nagy, and I love Pat's. I don't know if I would call it admiration for Nagy, but like just the way he talks about Nagy all the time. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, there's a lot been going on since I've been gone. I would say overall, I still feel about the same that I felt when the season ended. And I think we get into this, I think I talked about this last year around this time, where it's like, okay, we're just waiting and waiting for the season to kick off. All these things are going on, but we don't actually know how they're going to impact like play on the field. We haven't actually seen the outcome. There's been a lot of pieces moving across the board and trying to get set up for this season, but we don't actually know what's going to happen. And I still think we have a incredibly difficult schedule with I don't know. I think I'm just going to say it, a coach that probably isn't going to make it past this year. I just don't think it's going to happen. I am not with that schedule and everything else going on. He is on a flaming hot seat and he's got to get at least 8 wins, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe 9.
I feel like it's got to be 9.
Like,
honestly.
I'm looking at the schedule and I'm like, I don't know where those 9 wins are going to be. I'm not sure. And I think we're going to hear the same, like we've heard stuff coming out of we didn't have the spring game this year, but I think like there's going to be, a lot of momentum saying, Mateer is going to take us to 10 games or whatever that is. And you guys know me, I'm a pessimist. I always have been. But after the last 3 years, I think stepping away a little bit from the OU football space, I feel like I'm still in the same spot, just a little bit more disconnected, and just saying like, I don't think he's the guy. I don't. And and maybe he would be the guy in a different environment, but in this year of our Lord 2025 and the year of our new American Pope, I don't know if Brent Venables is the dude. And I
I,
think we're going to see that this season.
I think because it's interesting that you say that. I think people quickly forget just exactly what Brent was left with when Lincoln left.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that's not an excuse for him. Like I still think his seat's hot. But
Mm-hmm.
the rebuild that was required from Brent Venables, I think goes unnoticed by a lot of people because people just realized and they saw what Lincoln Riley was doing and his offense covered up for a lot of different things. And now, you move into the SEC and Lincoln didn't recruit basically for a year. And, you lose a ton of guys, you lose transfer guys. And yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess. Now, does he need to win? 100%. I don't think there's anybody here in Sooner Nation who believes that Brent has one more full year if he doesn't win 8 or 9 games. I saw a tweet the other day that said like if Oklahoma doesn't go into Texas 5-0, I don't know if Brent has a job. And that's tough.
We
That's
have to play
tough.
Michigan. Like it's
Yeah.
a tough schedule this year. And
Uh-huh.
I think I fully agree with you, Mason, that he was handed shit. I mean,
Yeah.
let's be honest here. He was handed crap. And I gave that excuse the first year. And that was fine. Second year, a little bit better.
Yeah.
You know? We were like, okay,
Mhm.
we're feeling good, we're about to go in the SEC. And then I think he did the one thing that has kind of damned him, and that was hire Seth Luttrell.
Mhm.
And I think the offensive performance last year is the reason that he is going to get fired. If he gets fired this
Yeah.
upcoming year, if he does not win games, even if the offense looks better and they win 7, or the offense looks more put together and they just have a really hard schedule and they lose a lot of close games and he gets let go, it's because of what happened last year, I think. Going from, did we won 10 games the year before,
Mhm.
right? And I know that
Mhm.
was the Big 12, and I understand that's different, but you can't create it seemingly like it was like, okay, we're improving, and then we like hit rock bottom.
Mhm.
And it might not be rock bottom, but like for the University of Oklahoma, it's rock bottom. You lose to
Yeah.
Texas, you get blown out by Texas, go 6-6. Like it's shit. And so that to me is like, okay, you either have to come back up in a crazy statistical manner, like meaning 9 games back up. If you level out right there, you're gone. It's
Yeah.
just not acceptable. And if he would have maybe had like 6 games and then like 7 games and then like won like 7 last year or 7 or 8 last year, like, and it was kind of a gradual increase, I would be like, yeah,
Mhm.
I don't think we would be having this conversation. I would be like, okay, it takes time to rebuild these things.
Yeah.
But they showed something 2
Yeah.
years ago that they were capable of doing this. Even it was a weaker schedule, but they were capable. So I don't know. I'm always negative Nancy, so maybe they'll
No.
surprise me, but
No.
I just don't know if he's the dude.
Go ahead, Pat.
I agree. I think we gave him grace, rebuild excuse, all those things until Jackson Arnold threw those interceptions against Tennessee, and then it was over. Like,
Yep.
that was abysmal. Tough schedule next year. I think overall, my comments, again, Nagy's been huge. I don't know who to give credit for when we get a good recruit. Is it the coaching staff? Is it the position coach, or is it Nagy? Good segue here, Mason, into Whitt
Yeah.
Newbauer.
Yeah. Whitt Newbauer, the transfer quarterback coming in from Mercer University. Shout out Macon, Georgia, 478. Whitt was a true freshman last year at Mercer, led them to the Southern Conference Championship, played as a true freshman, all SoCon freshman team. First team is what I meant to say. He oh, I'm trying to get his stats in front of me. There we go. 1,398 yards, 12 touchdowns, 4 picks. And did you put negative rushing yards in every
Yeah.
game he played?
Yeah.
Like
Which-
he had negative, or the team did?
He personally had negative rushing yards in every single
Oh.
game he played.
Patrick, I love you.
That's tough.
What? Because I'm
Like,
watching.
all the
I watched.
stats and then boom.
Yeah, I watched his highlights, and the dude doesn't move out of the pocket. I think
yeah.
I watched like 20
Well, he's
clips.
6'6", 230. He's
Yeah.
massive. He's
Yeah.
huge.
Exactly.
He's huge.
So he's. I mean, I think he
Gets
moved out of the pocket
negative
twice, and once was like a designed you're running right away, like to the right to throw the ball. So it wasn't
Yeah.
even like a run. And then one time he like scored a touchdown, a running touchdown because he read the defense well. But yeah, pocket passer, really tall guy, accurate, got a good deep ball. And I think he did have some like his highest rushing yards in a few games was like 11 yards, 8 yards. And then he had one like 38-yard run, which is pretty crazy. It must have been a really bad defense. But I love the pickup. but
Yeah, I think it's a good pickup.
I love it. And I think this guy could be really good and successful. I love that he's going to be a true sophomore as well. That provides a lot of room for growth and for him to be at the program for a few years. Like he could even redshirt this year and start after Michael Hawkins if you think about it, if he's around for 4 years. The weird thing is I don't feel like Hawkins and Mateer are the same type of quarterback as Whitt. So should he have to come in, the offense I don't think will be built around him, which is just the weirdest thing about this move, right? Because the guy who left, I forgot his name. He was a Mateer type guy. He, could run, not afraid to get hit, could throw the ball. Very similar style of play to Mateer. This is a completely different style. So that's my biggest comment. It's odd, but overall, this guy could ball.
He's huge. Built like freaking Peyton Manning. Not
Maybe
to
they're
say
thinking about
I'll
certain
say
like
he's
packages with him and stuff like that they could
Good.
leverage.
good. Yeah,
Little
they
Blake
absolutely.
Bell action or something
don't-
like that.
I guess this isn't really about OU. It's more about Whitt. I don't know. Maybe he was in a quarterback battle at Mercer for this season, and maybe he wasn't happy about it. I don't know why you leave Mercer as a starting quarterback to come to Oklahoma and be a backup and get like no tape and not even a guarantee that you're the second string guy. I don't understand that. That's kind of a weird transfer to me. But that's not for me to understand. He's here now, and I'm happy with him. I like that he's kind of different than Mateer. Like I like that he's different than Hawkins. I think that adds something different. If he were to come into a game for whatever reason, teams would be game planning for a mobile quarterback, and then you go back there with a dude who's just going to sit in the pocket and pick you apart defensively. Go ahead, Ryan.
Oh no, please keep going.
No, I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
done.
I mean, yeah, I love when we have like differences in our quarterbacks, because we can't, like, even if we see Mateer do his thing like we're fully expecting to, we could leverage this guy potentially in different ways. I know I joked about kind of like the Blake Bell thing, but at one point Blake Bell was like a quarterback and we pulled him in for certain things, very specific plays. It just allowed us to be a little bit more creative. And I feel like that's something that the offense has desperately missed in the last 3 years is creativeness. So I really haven't kept up to speed with all of Arbuckle's plans as of now, but I'm curious if they are going to leverage this guy in any different way. I don't know the answer to that, but I'll always take new quarterbacks, especially when we lose one in the portal. So I'm glad we snagged another one, just to keep that room as healthy and productive as possible.
Completely agree. Let us know down below in the comments what you think of Whitt Newbauer. We read every single one of your comments. Go ahead, Pat. I cut you off.
No,
Oh, I didn't.
Totally
Okay.
agree. Yeah.
I have a fun segment since
Oh,
since I haven't
okay.
talked to you guys in a while.
Okay.
A little play off of my must watch. What have you
Mm.
guys been watching recently? And would you recommend it to me? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I really haven't been watching much.
Wow.
I know I'm a failure,
That's surprising.
absolute failure.
Gosh, she must be
Mhm.
really busy.
Things are
Uh,
busy. Things are
s-
busy in the Tyson household right now, but
totally.
Yeah.
you know, things are
That's
busy in all of our households.
Hmm.
So now that I'm thinking about it, a
Go
totally.
lot
ahead,
of
Pat.
things going on.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Are we all caught up on Last of Us?
Oh, we
Yeah.
are, but we can't talk about it on the pod.
Well, that's why I said spoiler alert.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
As soon as Pedro Pascal died, I was like, I don't know if I can keep watching this show.
Yeah. That's fair.
I was like, why
I get
would
it.
you kill him?
My brother feels the same way.
I mean, yeah, it's tough, but that's the game.
I was
That's what it
shocked.
is.
I was not
I
expecting
mean,
it.
that's the point.
Dude, there's a loud ice cream truck right outside my house. Sorry,
It's an ice
I thought I was having a stroke. I was like, what is that sound?
When Pedro Pascal dies,
Yeah.
he's like, spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
I was
Hey,
not
the main
expecting-
character dies.
In the second episode of
Yeah,
the
in the
season.
second episode. Um, but
I know Mason has thoughts. I know Mason has a lot of thoughts about
yeah, I
just
mean,
everything.
like, I think it's I'm playing the first game right now, so I'm kind of seeing how similar it was, and it's pretty similar so far. Like everything seems really similar.
Yeah.
But and I haven't played the second game, so I don't know all of it 100%. But to see the scene when they're in the movie theater and she goes, I'm gonna be a dad. I know it's a joke, and I'm not. This isn't about like any homosexuality or anything. I just think it's super. It was super weird to go from like you're dead, you're gonna die, you got bitten, to like, oh, just kidding, I have to have you now. Oh, and also, by the way, I'm having a kid that's not yours, but just kidding, you're gonna be part of the family and the dad of this child. I just thought it was a big stretch. Thought it was a massive stretch.
Yeah, and it's not how it's
I'm
done in the
seeing
game.
now that that's not what the game was like.
No.
So that's the part that kind of irks me, because I'm like, all right, was it a creative choice or did you just want to feel a certain way about it? That's my problem. That's my
Yeah.
problem.
I knew when you texted me about that immediately. I was like, well, when I watched it, I was like, oh, people aren't gonna like this. I was like, people aren't
Well,
definitely not
especially
gonna
if
like
it's not
this.
if it's not what the game was. Yeah.
No,
if
it's not
what
what the game is. But
Yeah.
the way they set it up, like the game like does things differently. The first like couple episodes, so things happen before Joel dies. Things like Tommy is a completely different storyline in the game.
Oh, really?
It's completely different, and I don't know if they're gonna catch up and kind of like streamline those two things. They might. I have no idea. But yeah, there's a lot of like small changes that have turned into big changes, which is why they needed to do it the way that they did it, I think,
Okay.
because of the changes they made before. I don't hate it. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. So it was
I got you.
but the overall episode, the last episode, I thought was fantastic. It was almost like other than the scene that you're talking about, Mason, it was almost like picture perfect of the game up until that point.
Good.
So and it was really, really cool to see those set pieces. So
Heck yeah.
Patrick,
I thought episode 3 was a waste of time.
I agree.
I guess there was like
I agree.
there was character development obviously with what took place from that.
I didn't like it at all.
But I was just like, it's obviously a video game because I'm sure that whole situation of them getting away was is difficult to do in a video game, but it's also like a waste of time. We got nowhere during that episode.
In the video game, that whole thing takes 2 minutes.
Oh.
Like
Wow.
he dies, the next day she leaves.
Wow.
Like that's she
Wow.
leaves, and spoiler alert, she goes after somebody. So somebody leaves before her.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So there's a change there.
Yeah. Mhm.
But yeah, I didn't love episode 3. I didn't like episode 3 because I thought it was like, okay, we're just gonna show, like they kept saying they wanted to show like the grief and stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't really care about these people. Like, just get
No.
me the like,
Uh-huh.
get me to Ellie's grief and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
anyway,
I felt it.
is anyone watching anything else other than The Last of
We
Us?
we finished
And if you've
first
gotten
season.
this far, I'm so sorry because we spoiled
No.
everything.
Yeah, first season of White Lotus. Me and Katie watched it, enjoyed it. A little different kind of show, but it was good.
Second season rocks.
Not opposed to it. I think it's fine.
I'm watching You. I loved
Oh.
White Lotus. I didn't love White Lotus is a good show. Like it's easy, it's good. But I'm watching You.
I need to
Mhm.
start the last season of You. I need to do that.
I haven't started the last season either.
It's repetitive. It's like the past seasons, but they do enough to make you be like, okay, it's not
Yeah,
a
it's
waste of
fun.
my time.
It's fun.
So
Yeah.
there's
I-
good plot twists. In
See,
there.
I like the repetitiveness of it because it always stresses me out. Like, because it's
Yeah.
just constant. Like, are they going to
It
catch him?
raises
gonna-
your anxiety.
Yeah, it really is. It's anxiety. It's anxiety. True. That's why I'm having a hard time playing The Last of Us, the video game. My
Dude,
my
it's
anxiety
scary.
is through the roof.
Have you gone to the hotel yet?
No, not yet. I
Have
just
fun.
me and David just made it out of the
Um,
factory, and I'm
um,
running from his people. So
Oh,
Ellie is-
okay.
so yeah, I got it. I think I got a while. I don't know.
Wait, you've already okay. You might have gone into the hotel. Did you go into a basement in the hotel and had to start a generator?
Oh yeah.
Dude.
Oh yeah,
that
play
part.
the bloater. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that
was,
part
that
part
was
scared
sketchy.
the
That was sketchy. All right,
scared
we're
the crap
cute.
out of
We're just yapping now. Okay, PGP MVP of the week. Let's go ahead, Pat. We'll wrap up the show. You got one?
Man,
I'll give you my LVP.
Yeah, go
LVP
ahead.
of the week, Arsenal. Arsenal loses in the Champions League semis. They're going to finish second or third, most likely second, in the Premier League. Another trophyless season under Arteta. They're absolute bums. They're going to give a guard of honor to Liverpool at the Emirates. Hysterical. Absolutely hysterical. Bum soccer franchise. Hilarious. Absolute losers.
But
Cracks
it
me
was nice when Chelsea did it though.
Yeah.
Or were they losers too?
No, Chelsea's fine. No, Arsenal's losers because they're second. Chelsea's
Yeah,
good.
'cause they're
we're getting-
fourth or fifth. I don't even know.
You're in the Champions League. I just don't like Arsenal because they complain about everything. And after the game, I can't remember who said it. One of their players was like, "Yeah, we've had like 5 or 6 guys injured all year, and like I'm really proud of what this team's done." What are you talking about? No, you haven't. No, you haven't. It's insane. It's just pathetic. It's so funny. LVP Arsenal.
yeah, I think I have similar LVPs. I think the Europa League final and the Champions League final are not really exciting.
Nah.
PSG against Inter. I like
Nah.
Inter. I hate PSG. I really don't want them to. I don't want to see them win at all. I love that
Nah.
they've never really won anything. And then freaking Tottenham against Man U in the Europa League, and they don't deserve that because if they win, they're in the Champions League next year, and they're 16th and 17th in the Premier League or something.
Ugh.
So like they get an automatic bid to the Champions League, and they didn't come top 5 in the Premier League. So it just kind of sucks. I'd be fine if they were like 8 in the Premier League or something, but
Yeah,
this one kind of sucks.
yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
It's gross. Kind of
Right,
crazy. PSG made the Champions League final the year after they lose Mbappe. It's kind of nuts.
Yeah, and Messi.
Yeah. It's true.
Messi's probably 2 years ago, but still.
Right. But yeah. Lost Messi. You're not wrong. Go ahead, Ryan. Sorry.
No, you're good. MVP, playoff hockey. I know Gan is not here, which we give him so much shit for hockey, but I have like really gotten into it this playoffs. I find it
Wow.
very fun because it's just like it's very hype, like fast pace. I'm kind of off NBA a little bit. I probably
Mhm.
because my team sucks, but and
Yeah.
they're not in the playoffs.
That'll do it.
But I've been off kind of NBA all year, and I've been watching hockey because the Dallas Stars are still in it. And I'm
Mhm.
like, I'm having a good time. Like this is great. People just like start getting in fights all the time, and they don't call anything.
Yeah.
Like people like fall down and like run in the walls and shit, and like there's not like a ton of penalties. It's kind of great. It's very very different than some of the other stuff. I like it.
The pop when a home team scores a playoff hockey goal
Yeah.
is unlike anything in like sports. The
Yeah.
crowd pops loud. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
that's
it's a
cool.
lot of fun. And then my second one, I'm doing a second one because I'm not here very
Yeah.
often. Greg Popovich,
There you go.
our dude,
Makes sense.
who just retired. 29 years, I believe.
Yeah.
Um,
Can I say something?
uh-oh.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
it's good. He looks old, man.
Dude, he had
He does
2
not-
strokes.
I know he does not look
Like,
good.
No, he doesn't look good.
I'm glad.
Would you
he-
look good after 2
No,
strokes?
I haven't watched any Spurs this year, so I haven't even seen him.
He hasn't been around.
He
He's
hasn't?
been no.
Okay.
Ever since the first stroke, he left. And,
Man, dude,
what's
he-
his name's been coaching interim,
Okay.
and they made him official.
Okay, man,
Um,
he looks rough.
Yeah.
That sucks. It's tough to
I
see.
mean, that's what happens
Sorry,
when.
I interrupted you.
No, you're good. He's had 2 strokes. I feel for him. He lost his wife like several
Yeah.
years ago, so like, I know he's going through it, but it doesn't change anything. He's the GOAT. He's great. Love him.
He is great.
And I am really excited about the Spurs moving forward. I think they have a very, very, very good rookie kind of young class. They're very young. And, when you got Wemby, can't really be counted out. And if you get some
No.
pieces around him, like Castle and others, I'm hopeful for them. So that's my like second MVP.
Perfect. That's gonna
All
do
right.
it. Episode 174 is in the books. Be sure to like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Find us on all of our social media at Program Guys with a Z. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. That's where you can find us. We will see y'all next week. Hopefully Mark and Matt are back. We'll be sans Ryan again, but that's okay. Ryan, we're glad
Sorry,
you could
guys.
join us. Ryan, take us out.
Ooh, wow, I'm honored.
Yeah.
Keep pushing it, baby.
3, 2, 1.
There's not one guy, one person in the history of this program that's bigger than the program.
What's better than this? Guys being